So we're looking at another aircraft kit today. This time it's the Revell 148 scale F-86F Saber. Now, as a bit of a prelude, even though I've never reviewed it for this channel, I have built the Hasegawa version of this aircraft, so I will be making some comparisons to it, just as sort of a heads up. Now, right out the gate, you can definitely tell the age of the kit, as there are all raised panel lines throughout, with the exception of the armament panels here, and obviously here, since they have it removed, so that if you wanted to display it with the guns being serviced. Overall, the detailing is adequate. I really wouldn't call it something to just applaud and jump out at you. As you can see here, especially in the air brake bays, is that it's sort of marginal. Definitely not up to the same standards you'd expect to see today, but it's still, for the most part, serviceable. I really wouldn't say that it's terrible, but as I said, it's passable. As I mentioned, here we have the guns. They are going to probably need a little bit of cleaning up, at least in my copy, as they do have a bit of a flash and you need to clear out the space in between them a little bit. Insides have no paneling, so obviously I have to deal with that. Landing gear on this particular kit are on the poor side, I would say. There's very little detailing, there's significant flashing, so it'll take a lot of work to clean up. Another thing of note is that they have the inlet area blocked off. There's no trunking, and it's actually just sort of ends in this sort of odd sort of cover piece. I mean, if they had done it as an actual FOD cover, I could understand, but just the location and all that just makes it a poor choice. So obviously, if you get this kit, you're going to want to probably open it up, and if you really want to go do it justice, either make your own intake section, or do something with it. So yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. All the other panels and air brakes and what have you are okay, as the detail is definitely a little higher quality, but obviously not up to modern standards. Again, much the same here on this panel. Same situation here with the exhaust as on the inlet. It's just a major disappointment on the kit. Instrument panel detailing is passable. It's a little on the thick and sort of bulgy side, but it's, again, passable. Moving on to the wings, here they at least do it a little bit of justice, as it just has the right sort of shaping and feel to it. One thing to note, though, and this will really give you the age of the kit, is the copyright marking, which is for 1976. So again, it tells you how old this kit is. See, detailing is, again, a bit of an issue, so you'd want to clean that up or replace it completely. Landing gear bays are pretty sparse, but do their job. Again, as with the front dash, cockpit tubs, much the same. You include 2 drop tanks, and that's it as far as the ornament, and a pilot figure, which on my copy popped off. Canopy frame, again, nothing really to say too much there. It's, again, pretty basic for the age of the kit. Decals are actually a bit of a plus on this kit. They're in great register. Unfortunately, they are the Revell usual, a little on the thicker side, so you'll definitely want to use a extensive bit of uh, decal solvent to get them to sit down properly. Now, one thing this kit does have that going for it is that it's pretty basic in terms of the build. There's not a lot to say. It's just pretty straightforward. Again, I guess this, you could say, makes up for all the problems it has, in that you can basically put the together without any real gotchas. So it does leave you a lot more time to deal with fixing the issues it has. Two paint schemes are included. So overall, this kit definitely shows its age. I mean, it's not up to the same standards of more recent kits. And despite what the box art has you to believe that you can get a pilot in, so a crew figure doesn't come with it. You just get the pilot, which is a little bit of a letdown as you would get from the box art. You know, something you'd want to maybe do for a little bit of a diorama piece, but unfortunately, you know, it's a real mixed bag. On the one hand, you know, it's pretty simple to build, but at the same time, it does have some major issues that you are going to want to spend some time fixing if you want to make it a halfway decent piece. But at the same time, it does have the advantage is that it is cheap. I know regular price at Michael's is $20, so with coupon you can get for $12. Mine I actually got, because I guess they're doing closeout on it, I got for $9. So again, it's on the cheap end of the spectrum. So if you're looking for a bargain F-86, you know, honesty, despite its flaws, it's not too bad. It's workable, but again, you know, it does have those issues with the inlet and the jet exhaust. So overall, I would recommend it if you're on a tight budget. You know, as I said, you can pick it up for cheap. But other than that, I would say, you know, save your money and go with the Hasegawa offering. It has a lot more going for it. Comes with more option parts, more details, and overall is just a better kit. Again, I'm probably going to get a bunch of flack for, you know, making the comparison between, you know, a more modern Hasegawa kit and a bit of a relic from Revell's earlier days. But, you know, that's part of the reason I'm doing this, so that you can make an informed decision. So that was a look at Revell's 1/48 scale F-86F. Till next time.